Hello everyone, this is Sonia from Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. You go to my webpage at stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net to find out more about me. You can also see our products there. You can place an order. You could sign up to do a workshop or join my team. There are many perks to joining my team, being a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And this month especially, it's $99 to get your startup kit. Ordinarily for that you get $125 worth of products for that, but this month only, if you sign up, you'll get $155 worth. So that's an extra $30 in product that you will get for that $99. They do also include some material, like sewing materials, and you get a free paper pumpkin kit, like an older one, just so that you can see what they're about. Okay, any questions, anything I can help you with, please reach out to me. Now, I also wanted to mention each month they bring out a new kit. Okay, and this month is a birthday card organizer kit. So because it is, because of the type of kit it is a little bit more than they usually are. It's $25, but you get this notebook that has a little place to stick some cards in, and you also have, excuse me, and you also have dates on there, like for each month, so you can write in birthdays. You could even have it be not just for birthdays. You could put anniversaries in there. Okay, let me just see something. I forget I zoom it in so that you can see my little thing here. And then sometimes when I put other stuff on, it's too close. So there, so you can see it a little better. Okay, so and then here's the two cards. This is the way they recommend you make them. You could also make or two styles of cards, actually, is what I should say. But you can, make them your own. And there's not a stamp set with this, but they do have labels, okay? Or you could add your own stamp sets to it, all right? So this could be something that could be a great Christmas gift for someone, gift for yourself. Some people I know are doing like a workshop where their friends are going to come. They're going to each buy their own and then put it together as a group. So that's something you could think about. Then I just wanted to give you a little heads up on something that will be available next month for the month of November through January. It's called the Fitting Florets Collection, and it includes a bundle. So right here, this stamp set and these dies, and you see they have lovely some lovely ovals. Okay, they have these cut out, some of the stamps here. They also at least some of them will cut out some of the flowers in the DSP, the designer series paper. They also have another stamp set with it that has Christmas greetings on it. Okay, and then there's these beautiful embellishments here. They're called, what are they called? Get the right name here. Gold adhesive back swirls. And they do have like a swirl kind of pattern along the top. Okay, and then here's the paper. And what they said was that they asked the designer to bring in things that could be used all year long, whether it's spring, summer, fall, or winter. Okay, so there's some more traditional things, and then there's, quite a bit of floral and greenery. Okay, and then here you can see a few more pieces of the paper and just a couple of cards that people have made. Okay, so this will be coming out. If you want the whole collection, it's $97.50. Okay, but you can get just you want just certain parts of it, you also be able to do that. And it does show that all the dies will fit in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, so that's something to look forward to. Okay, so now that I've done all the advertising there's done, today I'm going to be showing you the Christmas Scottie bundle. And this includes this stamp set and, oh man, he's scuffed up already, and this punch, which show you the back so you can see it's got the Scottie and a bow. Okay. So I did make up a little storyboard here. So this Scottie is the one that fits in the punch, but they gave us two other ones, and then also this little plaid or tartan piece, and then there's some different bows. Then here I punched out a Scottie just out of black. I didn't stamp and punch one out that I put on there. I do have one here. I'll show you that in a moment. But he's stamped and punched out, and that's the, man, I had problems, as you can see, with this. I had black and red all over me when I was doing this. So then it has all these different bows from different angles, things like that. This long ribbon. This is like his collar. I'm not sure what this is, what the thought was with this one, but it's okay. You can figure something out with the bows, possibly, maybe just to put at the end, bottom of some of these bows. And then here is one, this one isn't stamped as well. These I stamped using the Stamparatus because I was having a hard time getting it dark enough. But this is one, show you in the back here, that I did. I just stamped them on, this is on scrap paper, and punch them out. And so I wasn't really focusing that much on making sure he was as dark as I wanted him. It was more just to get the idea, okay, to be able to show you, okay. It might show up better there. So, all right, and then the sentiments in it. May your days be furry and bright. You are always loved. Woof. And Merry Christmas. And there are some little snowflakes also. Okay, so I think I'll just add this here maybe a little bit later just so people can see that when they see my storyboard. All right, so I have a few cards that I made up, and I decided I wanted to do the same card but do one stamped and one punched. Now the stamping, I ended up doing this with a Stamparatus. I did it 4 times, and it sat for a bit, but obviously it still wasn't totally dry because I didn't realize it, and I ended up smearing it, so it's kind of all dirty around him. But I wanted you to just to kind of get an idea of the differences if you just stamped it and added a stamped bow, you know, or you could stamp him on there and do this. You could stamp him and cut him out with this because he'd be a little dark. You'd make him a little darker. And I don't have an extra red bow here. I got a green one, you know, and then you could even just do it like that if you want, or you could do the stamped and cut out bow, punched out bow. Okay. Then after I did it, I had this other thought. What if I put like the little tartan behind him? And that gives you just another little bit of a different look. Okay. I pretty much decided I probably will end up punching my Scottie out more often than I stamp him. But I am going to stamp one today, and I will show you that. And hopefully I do a better job than I did yesterday. Okay, I did re-ink stuff, so I was saying maybe that was part of the problem. But so this is 3 different. You can just stamp him, you can punch him out, or you could, either way, you know, the stamp. This one, if you wanted to stamp it, you'd have to stamp and punch him out to go on there so you could really see it, I think. But although you could probably just stamp over it, black is darker. Okay, and you can see I re-inked it so that I got a little bit more on there than I should have. That one's maybe a little bit better. But just to give you some ideas, okay, of things that you could do. Then I got thinking, oh my gosh, what about a Halloween? Make him, so I dressed him up. This paper and this paper comes from, let me just get the right one here. It's in the back of our mini catalog. I just thought it was in the back here. Yes, right here. This pad of paper, this DSP. It's Celebrate Everything, 12 by 12. It's $18, and this is one that if you do host a party and have at least $150, is that right? Make sure I'm telling you the right thing here. I think that's double-sided. Make sure I'm telling you everything. Anyway, when you have a party, a qualifying party, which you can get this, and there's 48 sheets, so there's 4 each of 12 double-sided sheets, and this pumpkin paper and the stars, black with the gold stars, gold, almost curry, crushed curry cards. Those are from that paper pack, okay? And you can see I brought out, if you watched me last week, you saw I did a few things with the Scary Cute. So I just cut out the house, and then I put a little bit of the crushed curry behind the windows, and then I cut out using this. I cut out this moon, and then this is an old punch that had a big moon, which was really way too big. See, this moon is this size, so that's way too big. But I like the little stars with it. I like the size of the stars with it. And there's one that's even a little bit bigger that I didn't use. So I used these 3 stars. Okay, so that was, so see, sometimes, even though you can't get that now, using your retired items is fine. Make use of what you have in your stash. Then from here, I use the word boo and put it here a couple times. And from then I put woof down here, like he's woof at the booing. And then I made like a little, it's supposed to be like a little path up to them. And for this twine was from a kit that Stampin' Up had quite a while back, and I had some left over, and I thought, oh, that'll be perfect. And it looks like this is like a cape he's got tied around him, and then there's his little hat, his little sorcerer's hat. Okay, so just wanted to show you that you can use it for things besides Christmas. All right, so I should also show you, this stamp set is found in our mini catalog on page 34. And here you'll see they have a few different, here they punched it out of, well, actually I think they must have stamped this and then they punched it out. Okay, and here's just a mint macaron colors, what that looks like to me. Oh, and here, look, they did these bows just in the background and had a little square that they put there for, maybe this would be something with that. I didn't even think about that. Maybe that's what they did. Let me see. I just seeing that just makes me know. I think what maybe they did, where's my, this isn't going to be the best, but hey, I think what they did was this. Let me just get these 2 stamps together. There's that one, and here's this one. Well, it helps me, by looking at that, helps me. So, here they did like that. Whoop, it's on my thumb. How do I always manage to get my thumb? And then this, I'm going to stamp it off once. And then, well, it's not quite lined up properly. It might be better to do that one first. I did stamp it off once, so it's light. There, that's what that's for. You can make a little package. Oh my goodness. Amazing what you can figure out by just looking in the book, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Crazy me. But that's that's really, that's kind of neat that you can do that. Okay, oh, and then here they're showing you on here, I was trying to figure out exactly how this one went. So what they did, I'm going to use the green again since I have that. This is like his collar. And this, then it's the one that's looking that direction. And then they put this. I knew it kind of went like that, but you know, sometimes it's hard to get your mind around it. And this one, I bet this one is more for this guy. Yep. Because, see how, so that would go like under his chin there. Okay. You know, it's like you kind of, but I'm not sure what this little one is here for. This other little one. Let me see. This one goes, because the one they used was that. And that's even smaller. So maybe that also could go here under his chin if you wanted it to. Anyway, so that's something you can play around with those when you have a little bit of time and figure that all out. You know, I was trying to yesterday. You know, it's like when I'm preparing, sometimes I just can't quite get my mind around all of it. But hey, eventually figure it out. And sometimes too, if you watch someone else's video, it helps you as well. Let me close this up before I make a big mess of myself. So, all right. So I'm going to make a couple cards today with this kit. Get this out of the way here. Oh, the one thing I didn't tell you, the bundle, if you want the whole thing, it's $36.75. If you want just the stamp set, it's $22. And if you want just the punch, it's $19. Okay. So you always save 10% on the bundle. All right, so I thought I would try first another Christmas card, and this paper. Let me just wait before I get into that. The paper I use, first of all, let me back up. The paper I use for this is from the Gingham Cottage, okay, and it's got all these different ginghams in it, different colors. So it does have red, and see it's got like a bigger check on one side and a smaller one on the other. They're not all exactly the same, however. Like this one's a little different on the back. They're about the same on that side. Let me see. Here's a darker green. So, and see, this is more, like this is pretty, the lines are pretty straight. This one, they're more, you know, like squiggly. So anyway, and this is a large paper pack. This one, you get 48 sheets, and there are, again, it's got to be 12-sided. So you get 4 of each, so it's got to be 12-sided, 12 double-sided. Okay, so here's the orange, or one of the oranges, whatever. Anyway, so just, there's really, as you can see, look, there's a lot of paper in here. A lot of different, so it could really be almost year-round here, because it's got a lot of fall. But look, there's some pink that you could use for, if you wanted to, for like a Valentine's Day. There's some gray. Okay, so there's really a lot of different colors in here. Yellows. Okay, different orange. Reddish orange. So there's that. That's what I use for the Christmas Scotties I showed you a minute ago. Now I'm going to use, this is called the Painted Christmas. And this is one that we had last year, and they brought it back for this year. And just to kind of show you, just a reminder, I should have had these out. Like there's this. Get this out of here. Get a hold of it if I can. There's that. This is the paper I'm using to that side. There's the back, like a mint green. So it'll be mint macaron. Okay, this. What else is here? I showed you that. This one. you that one. I think there's one or two more. Oh, I didn't show you this one. Okay. And I think this is the last one. So you get, yeah, that's it. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, something I must have did twice. Yeah, this one I did twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, so you get double-sided sheets, okay, of that. And this one I believe is $12, I believe. Put this over here. Where's my book? Make sure I'm telling you the right information. Just looking at the back quickly to find it. That's on page 79. No, that's not the right page. Anyway, it is, yes, $12, 12 by 12, 29. You can read. So it shows it right here. Yeah, 6 double-sided. That's what I thought. So I must have been counting front and back of some. Oh, this one I think I counted the front and back of that. So, okay, so $12 and you get 12 sheets. Okay. All right. So there's that. All right. So what I decided I would do is start with our usual card base of it's 8.5 this way, scored at 4 1/4, so that's in half, 5.5 this way. Then out of that side could even be pretty too. See, that would be different than what I'm thinking of, but this, okay, so then here, this is 5 by 3 3/4. All right, so let me get bring out my silicone mat. And you just adhere it with whatever your favorite adhesive is. If it's liquid glue, if it's if it's a tape runner. Let's see, wait. I think I want it this. Wait, do I want it that way? It really doesn't have a right or wrong side. It's just what this isn't all over. Pattern doesn't have a direction. So you just can decide what you like the best. Then, because these are clear stamps, I'm going to use my Stampin' Pierce mat to stamp on. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to just show you. Here's the dog. See, it's got, and I found that it's difficult to get a piece that does just the dog and not the bow. So I ended up with quite a few black bows, but so here I'll just show you. Okay, there's the dog. Here's, what's a black bow? So there's the bow. Okay, and here's the negative of it. Show you that, the negative. All right, and then here's this. And you could even, if you wanted, you really could even make this be like a mask, and you could, do that or over the bow. All right, so then for this guy, I thought I want to back the white with some green, because I just felt it was kind of stark like that, but you could do that if you wanted. I wanted to put this here, okay, and then I'm going to put, if I put the Scottie here, I think, and then there's room for your greeting at the bottom, or you could move him down and put the greeting up here. You know, it's pretty much wherever you want. If you wanted it to go this way, you could also do that. You know, put them wherever, over on this side with the greeting here, over on this side. Okay, I was thinking this way, but now that I've done this, and so then he can either have a green bow, or if you wanted, he could have the red bow, a red bow to pull out the red. Okay. This, I was just thinking, do I like him better that way or this way? This was how I was thinking originally, but so he would be more like this. And I want to say Merry Christmas on this one. And where's get my Merry Christmas here? Now, like I do, then I wasn't sure what color did I think would look best down there. So, you know, I showed you before, like I do auditioning, as my sister calls it. So here it is in the red. I'm going to put it kind of near the bottom end there so I can use my chamois to clean that off. Red. The green. Clean it one more time. Or black, because he's in black, so maybe the black would be a little better. See, be a little careful, because I did re-ink this and I think I overdid it. Yeah, I did kind of overdo it, but it'll be all right. So here, bring this guy back. So just to show you, I could do the Merry Christmas down there. I could do it in green. I could do it in red. They all look fine with it, actually. The red, the green, or the black. Christmas, Merry Christmas. Okay, Merry Christmas. Anyway, so let me put him together. Finish putting this together, and then I will decide for sure. And again, if you wanted, you could do a little bit of the plaid behind him so that he's not so stark looking on there. I hadn't thought of that, but maybe. But anyway, where's the one I had? Right here. Let me just, for the heck of it, how does this look? I mean, it would be, so there it is with red. You could do it with green. It's not horrible. And let me see, if we put this here. So that's kind of an interesting look. You could do that if you wanted. Okay. So what I'm going to do, though, first is, I think I'm going to put the Merry Christmas at the bottom. So that was kind of why. Just see one more time. Do I like it better? What color do I think I want to use? And you're probably all saying there, oh, this color. I think I'm going to do the red, just because I think I want a little pop of, more of a pop of color there. Okay. I'm going to close this one up. All right. Just because I feel like if I do that first, I can figure out better where I want, exactly where I want him. And I think I might do this one, but again, I think I'll do that last. And if you wanted, we could even turn him, which I may turn this guy around. When you punch him out, it's easier to make him go the other direction. There are ways to stamp things, make But I think I'm going to put this guy this way, inviting you to look on the inside. And I'm going to, where's my, okay, now that I stamped this, I can move this to the side for right now. And I am going to put him that other direction. I'm just going to glue him down. Right, get this straight so I'm not making a big mess. Hopefully, anyway. There's that. All right. And then I'm going to put him on here. And just try to get it about centered here. And I think I might pop this piece up. So I think I'll do that before. I'll close this up. I'm going to use a glue dot on this bow. Wait. Here, and I think, yeah, I want a red bow on him. Just bring a little bit more red in there. Which one? Okay. Now, if you wanted, you could have, I'm going to pop this whole thing up, but if you wanted, you could actually pop this part up, or even just the dog. So there, I think I'm going to like that. Okay, and everybody does things differently with how many dimensionals they like. I like when it's like a square or rectangle, especially when it's unless it's real small, I like to do one in each corner. Take the backing off. Whoop. And one in the middle. Just so that if I mail it, it goes through, it's even, and hopefully it's not going to arrive at the person's home all wonky. There. Now, I think I'm going to, now you don't have to, but I think I'm going to use, where did I put mine? Right here. One of the smallest, they're almost kind of a little big, put that for his eye. And if you want, you could put, I think I'm going to put a little bit bigger ones down here. There. Of course, if you wanted, you could put a ribbon around and use make this, you know, bow out of ribbon if you want. But there, that's pretty, it's pretty generic there. Pretty. And now, I don't have a piece. Let me just see. For the inside sentiment, which I forgot to, I was so focused on what I was doing on the front. Let's see, this is 5. So I'm gonna do 5 by 3 3/4 for the inside. And you know, I don't usually do my inside sentiment until I'm getting ready to give it. But what you can do is a little bit of a decoration, or a little bit of a, and I think I'm going to just, I have this guy on the Stamparatus all set to go for one of the, but I think I'm going to want him, so this is how you use the Stamparatus, which I was going to use for the next one anyway, but I'm just going to show a little bit of him. I want him right here. Okay, because he's on this stamparatus. So otherwise I'm lining up with this one. I want to line it with this one corner, and somehow I kind of pulled it off out of this where I want it. Now, so to get this at a good level so that it's easy to stamp it up. I usually put my stamp box right there, and they come in. This one's really juicy. As I said, I overdid it. Didn't even realize. Part of it was that center part, which I can do it more than, which I didn't need to do the whole thing. I just realized, but okay, right there. And I got this nifty little thing at a stamp show. There, that one came out pretty because I inked that, so it came out pretty. So there. So this will be the inside for this. Okay. And then later I will stamp in there whatever I want. And look, I got Never Can Win there. Okay, and then place to put your, that's kind of cute, isn't it? I'm not going to put it in there. I want to make sure it really dries well, because since I had this problem with it smearing and it's pretty juicy. All right, then I wanted to show you using it to make like a birthday card. And I have some colors here at Pacific Point, and this paper is also from the this is from the same thing that I got, the same set I got this paper from. Okay, and so this is a 5, again it's just a regular 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to put this on here. So again, using my, so I can make a mess and I don't want to have my work area be all sticky, and then, you know, things stick where I don't want them to then. Okay, so here's this. And now again, I was thinking of doing this, but let me just see, because what I wanted to do is I wanted the guy to use the guy that's sitting up. Will he fit if I do it this way? Let me clean him off, because otherwise, whoa. My little setup here, extra supplies are falling all over the place. Stop it. All right, let me just move these. Suddenly everything's like flying. I've not had that happen before. Usually when I set them over here, they stay really nicely. Not today. All right. So I'm going to use my chamois. Probably should have used some scrap paper first. So I'm going to have to move him this time. I moved him to put him down, but that's all right. Give that a second or two, those to dry off a little bit. Make sure my hands are not too ucky, not too bad. Get my little baby wipe here. Okay. Now, let me just see, will he fit? Oh, I think he will fit that way, so I think I'm going to try him that way. Originally, I was thinking him the other direction. I'm suddenly going, you know, let's do something a little different orientation. Doesn't have to all be exactly the same. All right, so if I turn this, let me just, this way, doesn't matter. Put it in that corner. I'm going to put my magnets to hold this down. Now, I just show you one other thing. Because they're clear, I've got this, I put the mat down there to give it, just like we do when we're stamping with the with our clear stamps. I want them kind of down here because I want room for a little hat there. Okay. So, see, I set them down where I wanted them. And if you're doing, one of the nice things with the Stamparatus is if you're doing a lot, you just can keep them there and mark where you want your paper, and you just bring it in each time. So I'm going to turn this way and get my, put this right here. And, okay, and again, push this down, and I'm going to use my trusty, it looks very much like those, oh, and you know what I should have done is, and see, there's a little there, and I forgot, a lot of times on here I use the littler one, and right near his nose, it was not as dark as I would have liked it, so I'm just going to do it a second time. See that little spot? In one sense, that doesn't matter. I could have really left that. But just wanted to show you, it's not as dark as you want. You can restamp, and look. Oh, his little paw was not. That's right, I'm going to leave it because I'm afraid I don't want it to end up being so. And what you can do if you need to is you could even use your heat tool. My heat tool, I need to replace my heat tool. So it was very old, and it not liked me too well the other day when I was using it. It kind of needs to be replaced anyway. All right. So the other thing you might want to do before you do it is to stamp your greeting, just to make sure that it will fit. And here somewhere, I thought I had anyway, a happy birthday that I took from one of my other stamp sets, but maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, here it is. Because it's this, I'm looking at all my clear stamps, but this one is the red rubber. So I'm just going to put them here just in case. And on this one, I'm going to stamp this in Pacific Point. Well, there's a couple things I'm going to do. Actually, I almost kind of forgot about. Where did I put the... Here it is. This is from a retired set. The game's all mirror. It was some meerkats. I did realize current case it is the party puffins, but that was a little bigger than I wanted, but I could have done that and just like I would mask it off and just do this part, and or you could trim it if you want, but it'd be a little harder with this one than some, and just stamp that part. But I decided, since I have this, even though it's retired, I could use this. And I want to put this kind of right there. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize there was some on the edge. Darn it. I'm going to have to... Oh. All right. I will redo that later. Right now, because I don't want to take the time to have to... Oh, and this happy birthday doesn't fit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it like this. See, I was going to do it the other direction, but and then I thought, oh, let me try it this way. But look, that's kind of fun. Just like that. And then again, you do a white piece on the inside. I'm not going to, because I would have to cut more paper and just... So, but anyway, I have to pay more attention that I don't get it all around. And see if I did it correctly. Let me just, right. I must have squished it down and didn't realize it. You got to be careful. Make sure it's more of a tap, tap, tap. So I'll just show you that I really can. But I'll fix it and then you'll see a picture. There, that's better. There, that's how it should have looked on this head. And, whoa, whoa, whoa. It jumps out of tried to jump out of my hand there. You also, if you wanted, the other choice would be, I got a little piece here, would be to do this. again, I kind of, sometimes with the littler ones, it's so easy to have it slide around. Wait, there. Okay, try it again. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, it wants to stay. Because I wiped it off and it was still a little wet. So I don't know if it's going to do what I need it to do here. Wait, I'm just going to set it down. So it didn't want to stick. There. Now it sticks to come up. Yay. And then, so if you wanted, instead of just stamping it on there, you can stamp it and then fussy cut this. And I'm not the best fussy cutter, so I don't always. Some people are really good. I, a lot of times, just go pretty close to the image because I'm not good about being consistent with the weight around it. Some people are really good. They have a really nice, even line around it with the white. I'm never that good with it. There. So if you wanted, you could do that. And that might look better because, although there it can almost look like it's behind it, partly behind his ear. But see, it could be like this. So I will re-stamp this and fix this front and take a picture so that you can see it. But there, happy birthday. And again, if you want it, you know, like that's, I may play around with it a little bit more, and maybe I didn't really want it too much bigger, but I can make it a little bit bigger. I wanted you to be able to see the fun paper. Okay, but and if you wanted, sometimes I even do things like this with the paper. Okay, just to make it more fun. So there's different things you can do there. You could give them a shiny eye. You don't have to. I don't have now. We don't have googly eyes presently. And I thought I had some real tiny ones, but the ones I had were really too big and made them look, even for Halloween, it'd be a little bit weird. So, but if you can get some real tiny ones, you might want to use those for the eye. Okay, so let me clean my hands off here a little bit so I can bring over and just show you one last look at all of the cards from today. All right, so put that there. Here's these two. These are the ones I did ahead of time. And these are the two. Whoop, things continue to fall here. These are the two that I do it like this if I can. And put this guy here. So you can see that was like another alternate. See here, where does it move? Over here, 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 and here. I think hopefully they all get in there for you to see. There. So you can see them all, at least all the things I did today. Oh, let me put this little cutout guy right here. And I'll fix that, make it look a little better. Well, almost like that, actually, I could maybe, I just had this other thought, but I don't have my marker over here. The marker, maybe make it look like there's streamers coming off his hat. Maybe I'll play around with that a little. So anyway, so there we go. I might do them just a little bit wonky like that. Okay, well, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. Tomorrow on my YouTube, which is under my name Sonia Ranger, I will be doing more with this set, and maybe haven't even had a chance to think what I might do, what other sets I might bring in. And and then on Friday back here on Facebook Live, I will be doing a fun fold. So until we meet again, my friends, happy crafting. Bye-bye.